13 on Your Sidelines, sponsored by Rand Insurance Group, a better path forward.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this playoff edition of 13 on Your Sidelines. I'm Jamal Spencer.
And I'm Mark Skoll Jr. We begin tonight in Division 5, where Belding hosted TriCounty, and these two communities were very excited to be in our 13 on Your Sidelines Game of the Week.
Tonight's game at Redness Field was the first ever meeting between the Vikings and Black Knights. First quarter, Belding on the 18, handoff to batter Asai, powering his way in for the touchdown. 6-0, two-point conversion would fail. Moving to the second quarter, Vikings on the 1. Trent Barenwald gets the handoff, pushes in his 21st rushing touchdown. TriUnity trailed 22-18. Belding led 26-22 at the half. In the third, on the 4-yard line, Conrad Hunter scores for Belding, makes it 34-22. And in the fourth, Belding on the 8 when Flynn Bryce takes the handoff and runs it in. 56-22, the Black Knights were up. They go on to win the game 56-30.
Take it. Kids played hard. We got a gritty group. Much respect for Coach Butler over there. He's a great friend of mine, and boy, he's really turning that program around. He's got them playing tough, gritty football, and they do a lot of things that are very good. And you know, we just had to settle down, focus up, and play better in the second half, and our kids came out and did that.
Belding will move on to the district championship game to take on Oak Ridge, who shut out Shepherd tonight 32-0. Reese Puffer enters the Division II playoffs after their best regular season since 2013, but to keep it going, they'd have to be the first to take down unbeaten Forest Hill Central this season. The Rangers and Rockets hooked up tonight for the first time in 11 years. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Justin Osterhaus with the keeper gets some help across the goal line. 7-zip as Evan and Emily Leonard, love that.
How about that?
Same score in the second, Rockets on the 7. Brady Ross to Tate Vanderleest. He takes it around the end for the score. Extra point was blocked. Rangers led 10-6 at the half. In the third, Osterhaus calls his own number. On the draw, runs into a wall, breaks a few tackles, and then check out the speed as he flies down the middle of the field for a 36-yard gain. He's tackled at the 2, but he scored on the very next play and got the two-point conversion to make it 18-6. Ranger defense took it from there. Crandall Quinn with the tackle for loss. Forest Hill Central rose 32-6.
That Michigan lacrosse commit's pretty good. The Rangers will go on to face the winner of this next game between Mona Shores and Traverse City Central. Nate Belt was at Sailor Stadium for the action.
Yeah, Mark, despite being 2.5 hours apart, these two actually used to somehow be rivals back in the 70s and 80s. Guess they didn't know how time worked back then. The Sailors also beat the Trojans 2 years ago in the state's semifinals. First drive of the game, Sailor defense getting to work. Here's Brandon Bankert. He's going to pick that one off. Nice field position for the Sailors, and it is going to set up a nice play here. Jonathan Pittman. He must have picked up that Call of Duty game today because he's dropping nukes out there. That's Jalen Vinton. The Sailors grab the lead. Next drive, Pittman. He's going to hand it off to Kawan Farnham, who's going to take it around the edge. Good speed there. Way to stay in bounds. Finds the corner of the end zone. They're up 14-0. Another defensive stop. Give Mona Shores the ball back. This time it's Bankert on offense. Way to follow that block, young man. He's down inside the 5. Couple plays later, and Demir Farnham finishes it off. Sailors up 21-0 in the first quarter. They don't look back. They win 48-20. And just down the road, Muskegon hosted Sparta in the first round of the Division III playoffs at historic Hackley Stadium. It's the first time in history the Spartans Big Reds played. Sparta probably hopes they never play again. Muskegon up 28-9 in the second quarter. Mackay Guy finds Eliwan Paris in the end zone. They extend the lead. Band's ready to play at halftime, but they have to wait. Muskegon isn't taking their foot off the gas. Julian Neely getting the pick. He's going to take it all the way back to midfield, turning out the Jets. Very next play, folks. They're not wasting any time, like I said. Guy again, this time with the bomb. He's going to find DeCarrion Taylor, and it is 42-9 at halftime. Jacob Price here having some fun. Fun's not going to stop because Destin Piggy on the punt return. We're going to speed him up. You know what that means. 54 yards to the house. Piggy. Kids say they got the dog in him. He's got that hog in him. Big Reds roll 64-9.